Family and friends of the soon-to-be MPs gathered at Parliament this morning for the ceremony that would see them take the oath of allegiance. Among them were 9 new faces, as well as veterans, not least Sir Joe Bossano. The number of women doubled from 2 to 4, albeit out of 17 seats. And a new waiting in Parliament, with 9 government MPs and 8 on the opposition bench. In what he said was his last address at a ceremonial opening of Parliament, the Chief Minister said Vijay Daryanani would be missed. Looking forward, Fabian Picardo announced a consultation to consider mirroring the UK and banning the sale of tobacco to anyone born after 2009, and perhaps going further.
Our consultation will seek also the views of the medical profession on whether or not it should also be illegal to ever sell vapes to anyone born after 2009.
Mr. Picardo also announced parliamentary select committees will meet soon, including on disability and parliamentary reform. And a shot across the bow for the new opposition. The Chief Minister accused the GSD of ideological inconsistency and said the government would not fail to answer baseless accusations with forensic reality.
Because the reality is that mud, however untrue, nuanced or manufactured, sticks. And there is only one solution in that situation: to take the tough disinfectant of truth and use it to wipe off the mud that has been flung and may have stuck.
I had to make sure that I started from the word go during the lifetime of this Parliament, not to accept any of the lies that have been told about us, and from the word go start rebutting them with the disinfectant of the truth.
Mr. Picardo said he had continued contact on the treaty negotiations, with this bolstered by today's news that Pedro Sánchez has gained the support to be reinvested as Spanish Premier.
I'm very pleased that it's very likely that there's going to be a progressive government in Spain. Spain, however, is a bit of a tinderbox at the moment. You've been seeing the demonstrations outside Ferraz, which is the headquarters of PSOE in Madrid, and in some of the areas around the geography of Spain, demonstrations and attacks on PSOE members because of the agreements that are being reached by Pedro Sánchez. Let's have an investiture. Let's start the ball rolling. Let's get things moving quickly. Let's do the deal as long as it is safe and secure and does not involve any sovereignty concessions on the part of Gibraltar.
The Chief Minister said the last 12 years had been taxing and tough, but that the gains had been greater than the sum of the losses. For his part, the leader of the opposition said the closeness of the electoral campaign was something for the government to reflect upon.
A wafer-thin majority nonetheless that it is not a ringing endorsement of how things have been done. It's an invitation to listen more deeply to the voices of criticism.
It's important to reflect that the GSD was a swing of 150 votes away from being the government of Gibraltar. And that's because we galvanized support, not by telling lies, not by inventing issues, but by reflecting the concerns of people from housing, health, public debt, employment opportunities.
Keith Asopardi said the GSD had not fought a campaign on made-up issues.
We will be there to hold government to account on those issues and any new ones that arise, in keeping with the role given to us by the people of Gibraltar.
With the GSD leadership contest on the cards, Keith Asopardi said his party's politics would reflect the core values of the GSD, modernised for our times.
I've repeated that is what I stand for as long as I am the leader of the GSD. That is consistency. I've always been a mainstream, centrist, progressive person in that stream of the pluralistic party that is the GSD.
And the governor had a key role in the proceedings. Sir David Steele was met with a royal salute and inspected the Guard of Honour. He then addressed the House on the UK's unwavering support for Gibraltar and on its democracy.
I consider it to be my personal good fortune to have been here in Gibraltar for a general election, as it is an event not guaranteed during every governor's term of office, and it's been a fascinating, if somewhat exhausting, experience.
To be able to see that parliamentary and electoral democracy in action, and to see it so supremely executed, just convinced me that when people talk about democracy, democracy actually works.
The ceremony was followed by a reception at City Hall, a chance for both sides to chat and enjoy a drink and a tapa before returning to the political fray.